Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. So if you guys don't know, my name is Gina.K and I'm here to teach you how to put on your lashes. Hey you guys, so the first thing you want to do is prepare your lashes. So if you're going to curl or add mascara, it's best if you do it before you apply your falsies. The next thing you want to do is carefully remove the lashes from the tray by peeling the outer corner of the bands. So now we're going to cut the outer corner and the inner corner of the bands. The reason for this is because when I apply my lashes, I tend to measure it with that extra slack by accident. So I would prefer to have a perfect fit by just cutting it off and then measuring my lash. I usually start from the center. I make sure everything is lined up from my lash line to my strip lash to my lash applicator. This is what your falsies and your lash applicator should look like when you're about to measure or apply your lashes. Everything should be lined up in the center. This method is used when you do not need to trim the lash because it's a perfect fit. The only thing you need to cut off is the extra slack of the band, and that is it. Once you have everything lined up, you can start to apply your lash. Center first, ladies. In this case, if you guys didn't realize, I didn't even need to really attach the lash band from the outer corner because it already attached itself because it was so centered. The only thing I did was give it a little lift, and then I attached the inner corner and gave that a little lift as well. This is just me being my regular self. I'm always checking out my lash, making sure it look good. Give it a little lift in the inner corners. So now we're going to repeat the same steps for the other eye. And for this eye, I'm going to show you how to fix the mistakes that we make once we have the lash on, so we don't have to take it completely off. I'm gently peeling off the extra glue that's on this lash and trying to remove any extra hairs that's on top of the falsie, because those things hurt when you put the glue on and you don't realize there's a piece of hair from the falsies sticking you. This is the method I was telling you guys about when you need to cut the band because it's too long. So in this case, I had to cut it 2 spaces over, and of course I will have to do that with the other lash to make sure they both are even. Now look at that. You see how it's just sitting after I cut it? It sits perfectly. That's how I like my lash. I like the outer corner to be a little bit shorter for this lash anyway. It gives it an even more natural look, if that makes sense. When applying your glue, make sure you cover the band with glue as well as the areas you cut, which is the outer corner and the inner corner of the lash. When it comes to drying your lash, just give it a few seconds. Every lash glue is different, so I can't really say how many seconds, but about 10 to 20 seconds is good. Just make sure that it's a sticky or gummy fill. When you have a situation like this, all you need to try to do is see if the inner lash will attach to your upper lash line first. And if you can, what you can do is a banana peel, just like this. Then you can use your finger, or if that's what you're doing to begin with, you can use your finger to get it to get as close as possible to your lash line. And then you have a perfect lash.